Assalamualaikum Dr. Wati. My name is Muhammad Fitri, and right now I'm gonna present to you my lab 5, my lab11, which is about the email. First of all, the task is we need to test whether our virtual machine have a connection to the port number and to the SMTP, IMAP, and the POP Gmail server. So this is the command used. Using the open SSL, and then the variable is as client and connect to the smtp gmail.com with the port number 587, and then start the TLS port, and then the server is SMTP, so it's connected, so it has successfully connected to the server. And then for the second command, OpenSSI connect to the SMTP with the port number 465, and then it says successfully connect to the server. And then for the third command, we try to connect to the IMAP server with the port number of 993 and say it's connected. So this is important to check the connection between our machine and to the Gmail server so that we can directly send the email in the PyCharm instead of using the Gmail website. And then we move on to the PyCharm project. So for the first code is email message.py. So basically we send email by using the Python code. So we can see I'm going through the code. So import email message and create object email object, and then set the header of the email, which is the Gmail from and to, and then the CC of the Gmail, and then the subject of the email, and then set the content of the email body, and then printing the email message as a string. So I think that's all. We can try to run it. So basically you can send the message. This is the header of our email, and then this is the content of the email body, so be the message content. And then we can see this is the message bytes information, and then the content type is multi-part mix because we have text and also the attachment. And then we go to the send text mail.py. So basically we will send text through the PyCharm project, which is through this lab code, and then we will see whether we get the email or not in our Gmail lah. So just going through the code, and then we using the SMTP server with the port number 587, and then this is printing statement, and then we create the SMTP context using the SSL protocol, and the context is default SMTP, and this is the server, and then the port number, the argument, and then start the TLS, and then the context we using the context object that we create, and then this is the login information using the username, and then this is the password that we get from the email setting, and then put it in the argument of SMTP login. The sender, we simplify the sender and the receiver, and then this is the message of the email. So I think that's all. We try to run. So it said it's already sent the text to my Gmail, so we can check here. So I already received the email from the code. The timing set 11:04 minutes, so it's valid. And then we move on to the another part of the code, which is we send the email to the Dr. Idawati, and then it have the attachment of the email. So we don't just send the text, we also send the attachment of the email, like the PDF file, the image file to the Dr. Ida. We can try it. Send mail.py. So the explanation is same as before. Just in this code, we add the attachment of the file, which is the image file. This is the zip file, and then the JPG file and the PDF file. So we only set the attachment of the file in this code. So it said login successfully, log into my email, and then it will directly from my email, it will send the attachment to the Dr. Ida. Need to wait some time for it to send the message. So it said that the email already successfully sent to the Dr. Idawati. As we can see, this is my email and it's sent to Dr. Idawati Gmail, and then this is the text of the email that I simplified in the code, and then this is the attachment that I already add in the code to send to the Gmail of Dr. Ida. So and then we move on to the last part of the code, which is we want to retrieve the information of our email by using the IMAP server. So basically in this email we can get our email data, our total of the number of the email, and our latest message that we send in our email from the using the IMAP server. So basically it will retrieve our email information lah. With mail.py. Okay. So I will briefly explain about the code. So we import the iMatlab and get password, email, SSL, and for the OS we import to get the PID number. The server using is IMAP Gmail and the port number is 993, and then this is the printing statement and to get the PID number. And then first we create the SSL context, which is the default context of the SSL, and we connect the IMAP over the SSL, so IMAP, and then this is the server, and then the port number, and then this is the context of the SSL. And then the username, we asking the user to enter their Gmail username and then the password from the Gmail setting to enter. And then we will get the login status and the response of the email by using the argument of username and then the password we added previously, and then it will fetch the last email. So it will select our part of the Gmail, which is the inbox part, and then it will pass the email, and this is the printing statement for the header. Then it will display the plain text of the email, so we can try to run it. So enter our email. So it said that we need to enter the password. It said the login status is okay, and then the number of email. We need to wait for it to fetch the latest message from my email. So and then it already fetched from my username, and then this is the date of the email 19 January Monday, which is today, and then the subject is the sendmail.py that I previously sent to the Dr. Ida, and then the content type is the multi-part of the file, and then this is the email text that I sent, and then it said log out the server. So I think that's all for me for the lab 7. Thank you.